What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Tuesday, December 14th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman, only place you get updates to my sims as we get closer to lock. Let me know in the comments section who is your favorite and least favorite of my contenders for today's slate. And finally, shout out to PrizePicks for being the presenting sponsor of this video. Use the promo code Awesemo when signing up to get up to $100 on your first deposit. Now we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Fred VanVleet, Julius Randle, Chris Paul, James Harden, and Gary Trent on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. In at number 5, I'm going to Norm Powell, shooting guard, small forward eligible, 5,900, projected for 31. The goal is 40. He's in the optimal lineup 35% of the time. I think Powell plays 36 minutes, potentially more in a competitive game here. No CJ McCollum. We do have Dame back. We do have Anthony Simons back. Powell is about a 0.85 fantasy point per minute guy in this spot, and it's almost all points. 19.5 real points, slightly less than 4 rebounds, 2.5 assists, a stock and a half. Pace up spot against Phoenix, although not like the easiest matchup just in general, but it's a 3-game slate, so it's not a huge worry. Either way, Norm Powell with no CJ. He's just going to have a slightly bigger role. At number 4, we head to Toronto. Pascal Siakam, power forward eligible only, which is weird. 7,800, projected for 40. The goal's 48. He's in the optimal lineup 36% of the time. We're just expecting a ton of minutes here. I got him in for 36. If you told me he played 40, I wouldn't be shocked. 1.1 fantasy points per minute, 19.5 points on 26% usage, 9 boards, 4.5 assists, a stock and a half, slight pace up against Brooklyn. I mean, this is just pretty easy here. You want to play a lot of the Toronto starting 5. You can see Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent already in this top 10. These guys play massive amounts of minutes, and on a 3-game slate, minutes are going to be key. We stick around in Toronto for number 3, Chris Boucher, power forward center eligible, 5,100, projected for 29. The goal is 37. He's in the optimal lineup 37% of the time. His minutes could really go many different directions. 22 is sort of the floor. You're hoping for 25 to 26. I got him in for 25 in this matchup. 1.16 fantasy points per minute today. 22% usage, 12 points, 8 boards, 2 stocks. Maybe he falls into an assist. Same matchup, obviously, as Pascal Siakam. You just get the benefit of being able to roster Boucher at power forward and center, which is huge. That extra flexibility, massive on a 3-game slate. And 2, at 5,100, I mean, this is a guy that can really fill up the stat sheet. On a good day, even ignoring his minutes, he could be like a 1.4 or 1.5 fantasy point per minute guy. It's not going to take all that much for him to hit that goal. He can basically do that in 20 minutes at that point if he's just having a good day. So he could have a slightly worse day, play a bunch more minutes, still pretty easy for him to get there. 20% of the time he hits that GPP goal. That looks good to me. To New York we go for number 2. That is Alec Burks, shooting guard, small forward eligible, 5,600, projected for 31.5. The goal's about 39. He's in the optimal lineup 40% of the time. No RJ Barrett here. It makes me think that Alec Burks' minutes are very firm. 35 is where I've got him today. 0.9 fantasy points per minute. Neutral usage. 15.5 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, a stock and a half. Very difficult matchup against Golden State from a defensive standpoint. It is a pace neutral spot as well, but shooting guard, small forward, 5,600, playing 35 minutes. These are all things that make it very, very easy to get to Alec Burks on a short slate. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman so you can get the updates to this as we get closer to lock. I need you in the comment section letting me know who your favorite and least favorite contenders are. And finally, one last shout out. Go check out PrizePicks and use that promo code Awesemo. And finally, the number 1 contender for me on today's slate is Damian Lillard. He is back as of Sunday, played 37 minutes in his return. He's 8,700, and I got him in for 37 minutes once again. Projected for 47 fantasy points. The goal is just 52. He's in the optimal lineup 45% of the time. We see a big usage bump with no CJ McCollum on the floor. 1.25 fantasy points per minute. 27 real points, 9 assists, 5 boards, a stock. Pace up spot against Phoenix. Look, it's Damian Lillard, sub 9K with no CJ. Hopefully the cortisone shot made his stomach feel a little bit better, but he's going to be out there gunning with no McCollum, and at 8,700, he's got a legitimate ceiling. He is unquestionably my number one contender, at least as of right now. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Tuesday, December 14th. DraftKings version of this video is around here somewhere. Check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win a bit of money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.